The secret to lasting love? It's not what you think. Are you tired of feeling like you're stuck in a romantic rut? Do you dream of a love that lasts but struggle to make it happen? Well, today's the day we're going to spill the tea on the secret to a lifelong love affair. It's not about finding the one or following your heart, although let's be real, those things are important too. No, today we're talking about something much deeper. Emotional intelligence in romantic relationships. From learning how to read your partner's love languages to recognizing the signs of a low EQ partner, we're breaking down the top tips and tricks for building a love that truly lasts. So, if you're ready to take your relationships to the next level and discover the secret to a lifelong love affair, then you're in the right place. Let's dive in and explore the world of emotional intelligence in romantic relationships and uncover the secrets to a love that truly endures. I'd love to dive into the world of emotional intelligence and explore how it can make all the difference in our romantic relationships. Let's start by considering why emotional intelligence, EQ, is so crucial in love. Essentially, EQ allows us to be highly attuned to the subtle shifts in ourselves and our partners, giving us the sensitivity to pick up on the little nuances that signal a need for attention or action. When we're emotionally intelligent, we're not controlled by our emotions. Rather, we're aware of them and can make sense of them. This means we can distinguish between infatuation and true love, recognizing when our emotions are running wild and when they're rooted in something deeper. By cultivating our EQ, we become more empathetic, more accepting, and more attuned to the needs of our partners. Now let's talk about how we can apply EQ in our relationships. One of the most beautiful things about EQ is that it allows us to see challenges as opportunities rather than problems. When we view difficulties as invitations to grow and learn together, we become more creative, more resourceful, and more resilient. By embracing change and uncertainty, we can build a relationship that's stronger, more loving, and more fulfilling. But EQ isn't just about navigating challenges. It's also about embracing our emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. When we accept and validate our emotions, we create a safe space for our partners to do the same. This means we can laugh together, cry together, and work through conflicts in a way that's both authentic and loving. As we explore the world of EQ, let's not forget that it's not just about us, it's about our partners too. By being emotionally intelligent, we can better understand their needs, their desires, and their fears. We can communicate with them in a way that's clear, compassionate, and connected. And when we make mistakes, because let's face it, we will, we can learn from them and grow together. In fact, EQ is so powerful that it can even help us find the one. By listening to our bodies, our intuition, and our emotions, we can get a sense of whether a relationship is genuinely loving and fulfilling. And when we do find that special someone, we can nurture our relationship by being aware of our own needs and desires, as well as those of our partner. So how do we cultivate EQ in our relationships? It starts with self-awareness, recognizing our own emotions, needs, and desires. Then, it's about being open and receptive to our partner's needs and emotions too. By communicating with empathy, compassion, and understanding, we can build a relationship that's strong, loving, and lasting. Let's remember that EQ is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and practice to develop our emotional intelligence, but the rewards are well worth it. By being emotionally intelligent, we can create relationships that are more loving, more fulfilling, and more meaningful. You know, I've always believed that EQ is the secret to a long-lasting, healthy romantic relationship. It's about being aware of the changes that are happening within yourself and your partner, and being able to navigate those changes with empathy and understanding. I recall a conversation I had with a friend who was going through a tough time in her relationship. She was feeling frustrated and anxious, and she didn't know how to express her feelings to her partner. That's when I reminded her that EQ is not just about being aware of our own emotions, but also about being aware of our partner's emotions and needs. One of the most important things we can do in a romantic relationship is to listen actively to our partner. Not just listening with our ears, but with our heart and our entire being. When we listen actively, we show our partner that we care about their feelings and needs. and that we're willing to work together to resolve conflicts and build a stronger connection. But EQ is not just about listening. It's also about being aware of our own emotions and needs. It's about being able to recognize when we're feeling overwhelmed or frustrated, and being able to communicate those feelings to our partner in a clear and respectful way. For example, let's say you're feeling stressed about work and your partner is not understanding why you're feeling that way. If you're able to communicate your feelings to your partner in a clear and respectful way, you can help them understand why you're feeling stressed, and you can work together to find a solution. But EQ is not just about communicating our feelings. It's also about being aware of our partner's love languages. You know, those things that we do to show love and affection to our partner. Some people prefer words of affirmation, while others prefer acts of service or receiving gifts. By being aware of our partner's love languages, we can show them love and affection in ways that feel meaningful to them. And that's not all. EQ is also about being able to navigate change and uncertainty in our relationships. When we're faced with changes or challenges, we need to be able to adapt and respond in a way that's healthy and constructive. That's where EQ comes in. It helps us navigate those changes with empathy and understanding. One way to build EQ in our relationships is to practice mindfulness and self-awareness. We need to be able to recognize our own emotions and needs, and to communicate those feelings to our partner in a clear and respectful way. We also need to be able to listen actively to our partner and to work together to build a stronger connection. But EQ is not just about building a stronger connection with our partner. It's also about building a stronger connection with ourselves. When we're able to recognize and understand our own emotions and needs, we're better able to communicate those feelings to our partner, and we're more likely to build a healthy and fulfilling relationship. In fact, research has shown that people with high EQ tend to have more fulfilling relationships and are more likely to experience happiness and satisfaction in their relationships. And that's not just about romantic relationships. EQ can also benefit our friendships, family relationships, and even our careers. So, how can we build EQ in our relationships? One way is to practice mindfulness and self-awareness. We need to be able to recognize our own emotions and needs and to communicate those feelings to our partner in a clear and respectful way. We also need to be able to listen actively to our partner and to work together to build a stronger connection. Another way to build EQ is to practice self-compassion and self-forgiveness. When we're able to be kind and compassionate towards ourselves, we're more likely to be able to communicate our feelings to our partner in a clear and respectful way. We're also more likely to be able to navigate change and uncertainty in our relationships with empathy and understanding. And finally, we need to be willing to learn and grow with our partner. Thanks for tuning in to Current Express. We're grateful for your watch time and appreciate your thoughtful comments. Your engagement fuels our content, so keep the conversations going. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Your support means the world to us.